Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Vishal and you are watching Technomill. Today I am going to tell you about some upcoming Xiaomi Mi phones which are going to be launched within the next 3 to 4 months. And trust me guys, this video will really going to help you guys in figuring out which phone you should buy if you are planning to buy a new Xiaomi Mi phone in upcoming days or months. And I'll also let you guys know about the expected price and expected launch date of those phones. So stay tuned till the end of this video, and without any further ado, let's straight away jump into the video. So first of all guys, I would like to introduce you with Xiaomi Mi 8 which is an Android 1 based phone, and it is also known as Mi 6X. Now talking about the specifications of the phone comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 660 processor, which is clocked at 2.2 GHz. For graphics it uses Adreno 512 GPU. It comes with two RAM variants, 4GB and 6GB, and internal memory comes with 32GB, 64GB and 128GB variant. Operating system it uses is Android 8.1 Oreo, and the user interface it uses is Android 1. And again guys, as it is an Android 1 based device, so the user interface should be very much close to the stock Android. Now talking about the fingerprint sensor has been mounted at the rear side of the phone. Quick Charge 3.0 has been supported by this phone. The rear camera of this phone is 12 megapixel plus 20 megapixel dual camera setup of f1.7 aperture with LED flashlight, and the front camera is of 20 megapixel at f2.2 aperture with soft flashlight. 3010 mAh Li-ion battery has been provided to supply power to this phone. Bluetooth version 5.0 has been supported. USB Type-C port is there. No audio jack is there in this phone this time. Now talking about the display of this phone, the screen size of the phone is of 5.99 inches, 1080p Full HD Plus IPS LCD display. The aspect ratio of the phone is 18:9, and the phone is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 5, and no notch is there in this phone. Now talking about the expected price of the price of the phone is going to be approximately between 18,000 to 20,000, and the expected release date of this phone is 8th of August 2018. Now moving towards, we have Mi Redmi 6 Pro, which sports a Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 processor, which is an octa-core processor, and it is clocked at 2.2 GHz. For graphics it uses Adreno 506 GPU, 3GB of RAM, 32GB of internal storage. Android version is 8.1 Oreo. MIUI user interface is there in this phone. Fingerprint sensor has been mounted at the rear side of the phone. 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel dual camera setup is there of f2.2 aperture with LED flashlight, and the front camera is of 5 megapixel. 4000 mAh Li-ion battery is provided in this phone. Bluetooth version is 4.2. Micro USB 2.0 port is there in this phone. 3.5mm jack is present in this phone. Now coming to the display, the screen size of the phone is 5.84 inches, 1080p Full HD Plus resolution IPS LCD display. The aspect ratio of the phone is 19:9, and this phone is having a notch with it. Now talking about the price of this phone, the expected price is approximately between 10,000 to 12,000, and the expected release date of this phone is 26 September 2018. So now the phone which we are going to see is different from all other phones because it is having a new Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset in it. Yes, I'm talking about Xiaomi Mi 8 SE. So let's see what are the specifications of this phone. So the Xiaomi Mi 8 SE sports a brand new Qualcomm Snapdragon 710 octa-core processor with a combination of 2.2 GHz dual core plus 1.7 GHz hexa-core Kyno 360. For graphics it uses Adreno 616 GPU, 4GB of RAM, 64GB of internal storage. Android 8.1 Oreo is the operating system it uses. The user interface is MIUI, and the fingerprint sensor is mounted at the rear side of the phone. Quick Charge 3.0 is supported. 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel dual primary camera setup is there with f1.9 aperture and dual tone LED flashlight. 20 megapixel of front camera with soft flashlight. Battery is provided in it is 3120 mAh Li polymer battery. Bluetooth version is 5.0. USB Type-C port is provided in this phone, and again there is no audio jack present in this phone. Now talking about the screen size is 5.88 inches, 1080p Full HD Plus AMOLED display. The aspect ratio of this phone is 18:9 with a notch. And now talking about the expected price of this phone, the expected price of this phone is going to be approximately between 18,000 to 20,000, and the expected release date of this phone is 30th of August 2018. Now the next phone we have is Mi Max 3. Now the Mi Max 3 is a pretty large phone, and I call it a phablet because the screen is almost of 7 inches. Actually it is of 6.9 inches, but what difference it would make? So I prefer calling it a phablet rather than calling it a phone. So let's see what are the specifications of Mi Max 3. So the Mi Max 3 sports a Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 octa-core processor which is clocked at 1.8 GHz. For graphics it uses Adreno 506 GPU, 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of internal storage. Operating system is Android 8.1 Oreo. For user interface it uses MIUI. The fingerprint sensor is mounted at the rear side of the phone. Fast charge 3.0 has been supported by this phone. 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel dual camera setup is there with f1.9 aperture with dual tone LED flashlight, and 8 megapixel of front camera with f2.0 aperture and with soft flashlight is there. 5500 mAh massive battery is given in this phone to provide power supply. Bluetooth version is 5.0. USB Type-C port is there, and luckily we get a 3.5 mm audio jack in this phone. Now talking about the display, the screen size is 6.9 mm IPS LCD 1080p Full HD plus resolution display. The aspect ratio is 18:9. Now talking about the expected price of this phone, the price is going to be approximately between 16,000 to 20,000, and the expected release date of this phone is October 24, 2018. So at last we have Xiaomi Mi 8, which is a flagship phone from Xiaomi, and let's see what are the specifications of this phone. So the Xiaomi Mi 8 sports a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 octa-core processor which is clocked at 2.8 GHz, and for graphics it uses Adreno 630 GPU. It comes with two RAM variants, 6GB and 8GB, and the internal storage comes with three variants, 64GB, 128GB and 256GB variant. Operating system it uses is Android version 8.1 Oreo. The UI is MIUI 9 or maybe MIUI 10. The fingerprint is mounted at the rear side of the phone. Quick Charge 4.0 is supported in this phone. 12 megapixel plus 12 megapixel dual primary camera setup is there with f1.8 aperture with dual tone LED flashlight, and 20 megapixel front camera is there in this phone. For providing power supply, 3400 mAh of Li polymer battery is provided in this phone. Bluetooth version is of 5.0. USB Type-C port is there, and no audio jack is provided in this phone. Now talking about the screen size, the screen size is of 6.21 inches and it is an AMOLED display, and it is a 1080p Full HD plus resolution display. Now talking about the aspect ratio is 18.7:9. Now talking about the price, the expected price for this phone is approximately 27,000 to 30,000, and the expected date of releasing this phone is 30 August 2018. So these are the top 5 phones from Xiaomi which are going to be launched within next 2 to 4 months. I hope you liked my video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel and share this video. I'll be coming very soon with my next video. It's Vishal signing off.